And Mind Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. And the title of the video is Flushing Out, They Are Selling. But please remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any further videos, and hit that like button as you'll be doing me a massive favor, as the algorithms will treat me nicely if you do so. Remember, I am not a financial advisor, so none of this is financial advice, and none of the information provided in this video should ever be taken as a signal to buy or to sell. But we are here on Arkham Intelligence, and as we can see, Quant has hit $127. We are up 1.81 in the last 24 hours, up 3.29% in the last 7 days, and up 18.75% in the last 30 days. Now, people are complaining because we are seeing this sideways action, but we've seen $43 million in the last 24 hours, which is better than the 20 that we've seen over the last few days. So all looking good. Now, what I am noticing, and this goes with flushing out. Now, over the last 3 weeks, you can see these from Coinbase, and these are all leaving Coinbase, these transactions, and you can see figures like 1,700, 1,500, 2,200, 1,100, and so on, and so on, and so on. And all these wallets into the Coinbase wallets, and these are all the wallets that I follow, you will find that they have no outflows. Now, I have noticed there are wallets from Coinbase with outflows, and they also balance out a lot of these tokens here. So what we're finding and what I'm seeing is with these here, these are all storing with no outflows and have done for several years. And there are new wallets that are also storing and holding, but there are wallets that are literally flushing out. So in other words, what they're doing is keeping the balance, the price where they want. And as I've said in many previous videos, and why we're seeing these sideways actions is partly because they know the metrics, they know what's being bought and what's being sold. So if there are more people buying it, they will then offset with some sales. But at the same time, keeping it within the levels that they're happy to keep storing it at. And that's what I'm seeing with these Coinbase 10 wallets, is that the ones that are storing it are holding it, but then we've got other wallets from Coinbase and from other places that are selling it at a rate of them storing it at the same time, so as to keep everything where it is. Now, are we headed for something with all this storage? Because all I'm seeing is more and more storage each day, these transactions, these massive transactions, where each of these wallets that have no outflow are just building. But also at the same time, we're seeing some Coinbase wallets that have loads of outflows, just slowly feeding it back into the system, but maintaining a level of price. At some point, this has to stop, because as we see somewhere along the line, we're going to see the exchange reserves drop. We are ranging between that 1.36 million on exchange reserves, between that 1.39. So we've got that buffer of around about 30,000 quant, and we're just sitting there, and we have been for the last couple of months. But as we see, net flow is looking fairly good. As we can see, net flow deposits on exchanges are low compared to the 7-day average. So lower deposits can be interpreted as lower selling pressure. As we can see, the relative strength index is sitting around that middle range, and the same with stochastic RSI. So is it being manipulated? We'll have to wait and see. I think they're clever. If something is coming, they want to keep prices lower so that they can get in their buy orders. They have a strategy, and why are they storing them is the big question that everyone wants to know. But we're not privy to that information. We know that CBDCs are just around the corner. We know that the ETFs have come through, which is a big up for the crypto space as it's been taken more seriously. And as we know, the regulations and standards are coming in thick and fast. And we move over to bull shark trading for the short-term TA. And as we can see, the 1-day time frame price bounces from high volume node, which is HVN support level. We could see price retest this level as we have fair value gaps to fill. Price action is following a channel, so we could see a drop to fill that FVG and test the support trend line before any significant move up. 1 week time frame after rejecting resistance, price pulled back and filled the imbalance. We'll need to see if momentum continues or we get a drop off and test the lows support trend line. The 4-hour time frame, inverse head and shoulders played out with a price currently testing the neckline. Price trading in small range and looking for a breakout. High volume nodes closest to the current price, which is $115 to $117, which is support. And then we've got resistance at that $136 to $138. And we can see order flow, price absorbing the selling pressure on the 4-hour time frame, with current delta at plus 211, a delta volume plus 6.28%, and session delta 1 day plus 6.21%. He says here, overall looking nice with all the likes of BlackRock now in crypto, and we have our first step towards mass adoption. Second step will be regulations, and this, in my opinion, where regulatory compliant tokens, coins like Quant, will start to move. And I absolutely agree. Coins like Quant, XLM, like HBAR, like XRP, all these coins that have real world use case are all there waiting and pretty much are all going sideways. And you got to wonder why these coins are going that way. It could be partly to do with the CBDC narrative. People just don't like it. But as I've always said, I'd rather be on the coattails of the elites rather than just not holding on and just waiting for everything eventually to die, because there are coins out there that will not fit regulations and standards. And that's just a heads up there. It will happen at some point. So we see this great grab from Nava Quantfi, as we can see here, Quant plus Nexi equals digital euro. Quant world domination. And as we can see, digital euro, the Eurozone's first public digital currency, is coming. Let's have a look at what it consists of, how it will work, and Nexi's role, which is absolutely brilliant. And as we can see here, Alessandro Agnoletti is there at EBA Day 2023. Is Europe ready for CBDC? But we also see this tweet from Kazi, the crypto Kazi. This was actually back in September 2021. Payment giants Nexi have announced they will use Quant, which we already knew, literally written in clear words, Quant Network. So you can see here, blockchain and network services. The blockchain and network services are mainly centered around blockchains and network solutions. Blockchain products include Sidechain, a private infrastructure created by Sire to develop innovative blockchain applications based on DLT, in addition to several innovative projects and partnerships, e.g. Spunter, aimed at applying blockchain technology to interbank processes, and the partnerships with Quant Network, focus on researching the interoperability between blockchain technologies and services for banks and financial institutions. Network solutions mainly include SireNet, Financial Ring, and a one-stop solution covering the value chain of the security exchange industry, colocation MTS, and Eurex solution, an ultra-low latency connection providing space for trading infrastructure. So there you go, guys. So this is looking very, very interesting. And as we move over to the Nexi website, we can see what will a digital euro look like. The digital euro will both be a digital from a euro currency issued by the European Central Bank that is accessible to all, both online and offline, as well as a new digital payment system provided by qualified intermediaries such as Nexi that complements current digital payments. And we've got that partnership, Quant. Why is digital central bank currency being designed? The digital euro aims to provide Eurozone citizens with an inclusive, secure, and convenient digital payment alternative while safeguarding the protection of the European monetary sovereignty in the context of ever increasing digitization of payments. Ever increasing. And it says here, the real challenge for institutions and intermediaries is to create an offer and regulated technological infrastructure that enables the possible digital euro to complement payment solutions that are already present in the market. The objective must be to include 350 million European citizens that by 2030 are expected to make retail transactions for over 6,000 billion euros. The digital euro must also include merchants, public administrations, at least in the Eurozone, according to rules of digital euro regulation now in draft form. So this is looking very, very interesting. And if you look there, by 2030, so that is my timeline. Now, a lot of you will bail out in the bull run for whatever price it may be, whether it's, $1,000, $2,000. I know what I'm going to be doing. Yes, I've got other bags that I will sell. Whether I sell any quant, I'll maybe sell some, but I will be holding a bag for 2030, because I believe this is when everything truly kicks off. The CBDC narrative comes to a head, and we will see certain technologies like Quant, maybe XLM, maybe HBAR, maybe Casper, all these lovely utility world use cases come to fruition and start to be used. We're waiting for that regulation. We're waiting for the standardization. And there you go. Absolutely phenomenal. Remember, please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any further videos. All the best, and I'll catch you later.